The illegal trade in wildlife and timber and the smuggling of ozone-depleting substances are some of the forms of environmental crime that generates billions of dollars for criminal enterprises every year. Despite these illegal activities now posing a growing threat, preventing them remains a low priority for the international community.
The Environmental Investigation Agency has been investigating and exposing environmental crime since 1984, but more recently, in the last 5 to 10 years, we've noticed a real growing problem with the role of organised criminal networks within environmental crime. Very powerful, well-connected individuals controlling illegal logging, timber trafficking, chemical trading and the wildlife trade. We haven't seen a government step up the response to combat that effectively yet.
Often seen as a victimless crime, the EIA claims illegal logging deprives communities of resources and the resulting deforestation contributes to flooding and climate change. Wildlife crime means communities that live around them are robbed of potential source of income from wildlife tourism.
In the last 8 years, we've seen an increasing degree of organised crime infiltrating the illegal wildlife trade, particularly the illegal trade in tiger, leopard and snow leopard skins between India, Nepal and China. And there are some dealers in this network who are ultimately responsible for the deaths of hundreds of tigers and thousands of leopards, worth millions of dollars in the last 8 years. It's a very high profit crime, very low risk of detection, and if we want to save tigers and leopards, then we need to see governments invest in more effective enforcement methods.
Environmental crimes are now transnational, involving large networks of illegal traffickers and often corrupt border officials. The EIA says there now needs to be better cross-border cooperation and stricter international enforcement.
EIA's key recommendation is that this is a 21st century crime and it needs a 21st century response. There are new methods or emerging methods of combating organised crime, principally intelligence-led enforcement. It's something in this part of the world we're very familiar with, but we would like to see that being applied internationally to deal with these organised criminal networks. And it's the same kind of enforcement measures we see being taken against narcotics and arms and human trafficking. Environmental crime is that serious that it needs that kind of intervention.
Urgent political action on a global scale is needed to tackle these criminal gangs that continue to plunder the planet for a quick profit at a cost to society as a whole.